Hey, what's up everybody? This your girl Kiki, and this is Kiki Pretty Life 23. What's up everybody? This is your girl Kiki, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I will appreciate it. But today in this video, I'm getting ready for Halloween. So this time for this year, I decided to be one of the partners in Men in Black. So if you haven't saw the movie, it was an old time classic with Will Smith in it and some other dude, I forgot his name. But yeah, I mean, we all know Will Smith. Okay, if you don't know who Will Smith is, like I don't know what else to tell you. But anyway, so I wanted to dress my cat up for the holidays for this Halloween, but he's not doing too well. He got into a fight outside. He scratched all his head up really bad. So because of that, I'm not one of those cat owners that are just gonna force their cat to do something that they don't want to do. Okay, I'm about to say they're human too. They're not human, but they're living creatures. They are living creatures just like us. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna put him through that. But anyway, so putting my outfit together, I already got all the stuff that I need. So I'm just gonna show y'all what I got. But the major thing that I'm definitely gonna make sure I work on is the hair, cause the hair. Yeah, we're not doing this for Men in Black, okay? So since I'm gonna be the women version of the Men in Black, you know, I gotta be like the woman version of it. So I'm gonna show you everything that I got as far as for the costume. I could not find a prop for the it's like the little stick that once you press it down, it like supposed to make you forget, you know, like that's what they use in the movie. It's like, I forgot what they call it, like time, like mind eraser or something like that stick. But yeah, I was trying to find a prop for it, and when I found the prop, do you know they is charging like $500, $600 for that? Like, I'm not paying that much for a freaking prop that I'm only going to use once in a year. And I could not find one because, I mean, it was a movie back in like what, the early 2000s or 90s. I forgot when the movie was made, so please don't get on me, alright? But all I know is that the movie was made more than a decade ago. So find a prop, like as far as the mind eraser stick, and then it was like one of those like laser guns that they had. They're charging hella money for that. So I'm like, screw that. I'm about to get me a little toy gun and call it a day. So that's pretty much my prop. And then I got a few more things, so I will definitely show y'all. But for now, I want to work on the hair. So this is to all my hair girlies out there that love doing your hair and stuff like that. I got a wig for you. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started on the hair first, because the hair is the main presentation. That's like the main thing. So let me go ahead and show y'all what it looks like. So this is the wig right here. So I was looking for a cheap, like the cheapest human hair wig that you can find on Amazon. So it didn't have to be like high quality or anything, because I'm only going to wear it probably once. I might try to wear it out at least more than once before it starts to tangle up and mat up and shed a lot and everything, because it's not going to last long. Like I paid $55, around $55 for this wig, and it's just a straight hair wig. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, so just a regular frontal lace, no HD. So it does have a more solid color to it. So I will have to put a lot of makeup on it to kind of help cover it, just like this wig here, because this is a wig, alright? Like, you see how I got it laid, and this is with an HD lace. So with this, because it's not HD, I'm going to have to put a little bit more work in. But you can tell how cheap this wig is. Like, I got it in a 22-inch, and you can see like the frontal is like a lot more shorter compared to the rest of the hair. Like literally, it's like layered. Now, what do you expect? It's a $54 wig. And they only gave me a wig cap, which don't even match with my skin tone. So like, let me show you. So this is what it came with. You can see it just came with this, but I mean, it kind of blends in with my skin a little bit, so I might be able to rock it. But it's just, imagine if somebody was more lighter skinned. Like this, this ain't gonna work. But they gave me this and a wig, and that's it. Usually when I get a wig from a company, they give me like a free hair clips. They give me like free what they like needle things that you could poke into your mannequin head, like T-pins. Like that's what they call like T-pins like this. I got these from wigs. I got the sewing needles, for sewing down the wig if you want to. They come with like the wig caps, the transparent ones, not these. They come with like a comb, a brush. They give you ponytail holders, bobby pins. Like they give you all kinds of little freebies. But you know, when you spending a really cheap price for a wig, all you get is the wig and a wig cap. Like they just like, here, dang, here, take it. Well, we didn't give you all the extras. So it's cool. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and style this wig. The first thing I'm gonna do is bleach the knots, because the knots are definitely not bleached, and it has some knots in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and knot it. Get the knots, or get rid of the knots. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Alright y'all, so first we're gonna get started on bleaching the knots. So I'm using a 40 volume developer, and I'm using some bleaching powder. Don't really matter what brand, they're pretty interchangeable, so they two different brands, but I'm gonna be using those two to get the knots first, because if you don't bleach the knots, especially with this type of wig being so cheap, the little black dots will show when you put on the lace, and it doesn't really look that good. You kind of want it to look like it's growing out of your scalp, so that's why bleaching the knots is so important. So I'm not really measuring or anything, I'm just throwing it in there because I'm really looking for a specific consistency. So pretty much throwing the powder and the liquid together until it comes out kind of like a pancake type of paste. So once it gets to the pretty much the texture that I like, the consistency, then we're good. Okay, so then after making the bleach, now I'm just flipping the wig upside down so that way I can get to the lace. Alright, so now I'm just applying the bleach all over the lace here, and I'm just making sure that every single area is covered, and I'm making sure that I'm not pressing it too hard either, because you don't want to bleach the roots at the wig, because it could give it that weird kind of like blonde look at the roots, which is not what you want. You just want to hit the knots, and over time the bleach will leak into the roots anyway, so you don't want to press too hard. I did end up getting some blonde pieces in there, but I'm gonna show y'all how I fixed that. But after I applied all the bleach, all I did was took a grocery bag. I made sure I didn't use the green part of the bag, because that could actually bleed into the hair, which is not what we want. So I just took the gray part and I covered it so that way it could process. So I let the bleach sit on there for about 40 minutes, and afterwards I went ahead and took the bag off, and then I end up shampooing the hair with some purple shampoo to neutralize the yellow undertones in the hair, because usually when you bleach hair it has like a yellowish orangey undertone to it. So in order to get rid of that, you need a purple shampoo, which is this brand right here that I used. And what I did was that when I lathered it into the hair, I let it sit for 15 minutes to make sure that the pigment inside the shampoo really penetrates the hair. So after I did that, I went ahead and rinsed it out, and this is how it ended up looking. Now, one thing I was scared about, y'all, was the wig falling out, or some of the hair melting off, because it's such a cheap wig. So I didn't know how the hair was going to take it when I bleached it, but it actually took it very well. A few issues definitely dealing with this wig is that the hair does shed a lot. So it does shed a lot, and it's also got like short pieces within the hair, some that were sticking up that I could not control. Another thing is that also like the front pieces of the lace front, it was like so stiff at the roots. So the roots do not lay flat at all, especially with this straight wig. Usually with a good quality straight wig, the hair just lays down really nicely, but with this wig, the hairs were just sticking up like crazy. So that's one issue. A few issues that I have dealt with this wig, but like I said, it's a very cheap wig, so what do you expect? But this is why I'm very picky about certain hairs that I buy for my hair when I'm wearing like wigs and weaves and stuff, because the quality of the hair really does matter. It really does, y'all. So I did end up getting some blonde pieces into the hair, so I'm gonna show y'all how I fixed that as well, because sometimes the bleach do end up bleeding into the hair, and mainly because I do have the lace upside down, so that kind of like bleeds a little bit more. But you can see most of the hair has bleached pretty well, so it was just those like side parts that I had to really get. So I'm gonna use some hair dye, semi-permanent hair dye, which is like jet black, and I'm just gonna hit those spots where the blonde pieces are at just to help fill them in. Another thing that I also forgot to show y'all was me plucking the wig as well. I did pluck the hairline just a little bit, but I am going to pluck the rest once I put it on my head, because I kind of like to see what I'm doing when I have it on. But the hairline was a little too blunt, which is, you know, I mean, that's usual with like cheap wigs like this. So I did pluck the hairline just a little bit just to kind of blend it out, but I am going to pluck the rest once I put it on my head. So after putting on the wig, this is how it ended up looking. So you can see so far it looks pretty crazy right now. The hairline looks, ugh. Yeah, not that good, but we're gonna finesse this very, very well. So again, like I said, the issue with this wig is that the roots are super lifted. Like it's almost like the roots don't like to lay flat at all, but it actually works in my favor, because since I'm going for a certain hairstyle anyways, it kind of works for me, because I want the roots to be kind of full a little bit, so that way it could give me that height that I need, that volume that I need at the root. So in a way it kind of worked for me, but one thing I will say is definitely the lace was a little on the thick side, so I do have to blend this out quite a bit, because even though I melted the heck out of this lace front, it was just still like sticking up. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to really put some elbow grease into this. So I did make my part in my hair first, which the parting was looking not too bad. It was enough room for me to part, which is good. I did not have to pluck the part in at all, because since I had bleached the roots, you could kind of see the scalp a little bit better, so I didn't really have to pluck too much. But yeah, it was a lot of finessing that I had to do with this. So pretty much what you see me apply here is a wax stick. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to lay these roots as flat as possible. Now with the wax itself, it was doing a pretty good job with like laying the hair just a little bit more flatter than how it was before. But I am going to put a hot comb to this. So I do got a hot comb tool that I'm going to use to help flatten out the roots just a little bit, just that it's easier to manage. And I'm just making sure that I'm getting that wax stick in each and every layer of the hair, so that way when I flat iron it, that every single piece could lay down as flat as possible. So I'm just making sure I'm getting behind the wefts as well, just to make sure that when I hit that hot comb, it is gonna lay down like I want it to. I also went ahead and took some foundation as well and added some to the frontal, just to help the color blend in a little bit better into my skin, because since the lace is so light and pale, I want to make sure that it blends in at least somewhat good as possible. So I'm just took some foundation and just hit the edges right quick. Okay, so now I'm gonna get started on the edges. So I'm just making my part in here, and there's a lot of different ways to do edges. This is just how I do it. It seems like a lot of hair. It seems like a lot of hair, but I am gonna pluck some of the hair out the way, because naturally the edges will be a little bit on the thinner side. Like if this was my real hair, my edges will be naturally a lot more thinner in the front, and right now it's looking a little too thick. So I am gonna debulk it by plucking some extra hairs out the way, and then afterwards I'm gonna razor the hair down with a razor, and then just slick it down with some gotta be glue gel. So that's pretty much how I do the edges, but you can see it started to look so so much more natural. It's so much better. Now the roots still are lifted a little bit, just a little bit, but not as bad as they were before. You can see they definitely are a lot more easier to work with now, and it lays down so much more flatter. So that hot comb really makes a huge difference. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, is just plucking some of those extra hairs out the way, razoring it, cutting it, doing whatever, and then afterwards just gonna slick them down. Okay, so the wig is finished, y'all, and this is how it looks, and it looks so freaking good. Like, I could honestly give myself a pat on the back, because for me to take a $54 wig and to make it look this good, oh yeah, I definitely did that. Now, some of the pieces were sticking up, and that's just what it is, because again, it is a very cheap wig. So, you know, you have to keep in mind, like, this wig is definitely still cheap. And it does have some layers in it, because the frontal is way more shorter than all the other pieces of the hair. But it actually works for me, because since I'm going to be curling this hair as well, because I'm not just going to wear it straight like this. I do want to curl it. I'm going to use my Babylon Bliss flat iron to curl my hair with it, and it's gonna give it some layers, which is good. So even though I was gonna cut layers into this wig, the frontal being shorter than the rest actually really does help. But do keep in mind, if you do get this wig and you expecting every bundle, even the frontal, to be at least somewhat close in length, because usually the frontal is like a couple inches shorter than the rest of the bundles. With this wig, yeah, you're definitely gonna get a short frontal, because like they just throwing whatever is cheapest together. But yeah, so after the first curl, you can see that curl came out real nice, all right, real fluffy. Now the roots did start sticking up again, which, I mean, at that point I didn't really care, because that's what I'm really going for anyways, for the front, because I want that little height. So I used my Babylon Bliss flat iron to curl it, and I did spray my hair with some hairspray before I curled it, so that way the curls will hopefully last at least for a few hours, because I already know once I curl this hair, the curls are going to drop over time once I uncurl it. But so you can see, once I curled the hair, I just took some pins and just clipped the curl in place to hopefully once I take it down, the curls will last a little bit longer. But that's pretty much what I'm doing. So it's kind of like almost like a roller set. I would have used a roller to hold the curls, but I couldn't find them, so I'm just using these pins here. So after I'm finished curling my hair, now I'm just going to take some hairspray as well and just spray my hair just a little bit more. So hopefully when I unravel the curls, that the curls will stay at least a little bit longer. But that's pretty much how it looks. So I can honestly wear my hair like this. Like, I haven't done a roller set on my hair where at least some with like, because these are actually pin curls. It's not a roller set, it's a pin curl. But either way it goes, I could have worn my hair like this, but yeah, but I can't sleep in this, so no, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, so now I'm gonna get started on my makeup. So this is gonna go by a little bit quick because I don't want to make the video too long, but basically I'm just doing my eyebrows. I'm using a Beauty Supply eyebrow pencil from Ruby Kiss. Ruby Kiss is one of my favorite brands because it comes with a spoolie, as you can see, so it's 2-in-1, and it comes with a sharpener too. So I mean, they're very innovative when it comes to making those eyebrow pencils, y'all. I love it. So I went ahead and used that to fill in my eyebrows, and then I'm using some concealer from Tarte Makeup. So I'm using like the really, I don't know the specific colors. So if y'all want the list, just let me know. Otherwise, then I'm just gonna say just like a really light beige type of color, like pretty much like super light. So I went ahead and did that as my highlight and lined up my eyebrows real good, make sure they was nice and tight and neat. And then I also used a different color Tarte concealer color, which is a little bit more darker. It's like a dark neutral color, and I went ahead and used that for pretty much like, I would say, a good part of my face to kind of help darken the skin up a little bit, because when you highlight your face with that light beige, it kind of makes you look a little too pale. So I use some dark brown concealer as well to kind of, you know, just neutralize it a bit and to keep it, you know, cool down a little bit. I also went ahead and used some foundation as well from Azara. Azara makeup is really nice because it actually has coconut oil in it, which it does not leave my face greasy, which I thought it would because of the coconut oil, but it actually doesn't. So it's really nice because it's good for your skin. It's supposed to be good for your skin, which I'm all about skincare. So I absolutely love the foundation, and the quality is amazing. And then I also put on some eyeshadow primer as well because I'm gonna go to put on some eyeshadow. Now, I'm not much of a makeup guru like like that. So, but this is my eyeshadow palette, by the way. That's what I'm using. So those are the colors selection that I'm using from. So I'm just using some burgundies and some reds, and then I'm also going to use some rose gold to kind of help highlight the eyes as well. And then I use some black, a mixture of black and a burgundy to help deepen up the eyes. But yeah, I try my best to do the eyeshadow work as best as I can. I basically be doing my makeup like how I've been doing it for years. When I first started doing my makeup, learning from YouTube and everything. So I done got a little bit better when it comes to makeup. I just do it the way that works for me, because there's really no specific way when it comes to doing makeup. It's just all about, as long as it looks good and it lasts a long time, that's all it really matters. So that's pretty much what I did, is just kind of like deepen the creasing up with the dark eyeshadow, and then I just layered some burgundies and some reds together. And then I took some makeup primer, the spray primer that you spray afterwards, the setting spray, and I sprayed it on the brush. So when I did the light rose gold part, like the metallic eyeshadow, I soaked it in there so that way it could really pop, because if I just did it by itself with just the powder itself, it would not come out this bright. So I made sure that I did that, and that's also a trick that I learned on YouTube as well. And then I took a smudge brush and I took the same color, the dark burgundy that I use on my eyeshadow eyelids, and I went ahead and I smudged it underneath just to kind of help open my eyes up just a little bit more. And then I added some blush as well. This is from Ultra Makeup. So this makeup palette I have like forever. I had it since cosmetology school. It came with a kit that I had. So I'm still using it to this day, and it still works. And this is my buddy here. He kept bothering me. He kept meowing the whole time. So I'm like, boy, let me pick you up right quick, show you to my followers. So yeah, that's him being sleepy and everything. He ended up taking a nap afterwards. So, but yeah. So now I'm gonna put on my eyelashes. So I'm using this Seal and Bond, or Bond and Seal eyelash glue, and it came with a kit. I never really used it that much because I like to do the more permanent eyelash extensions now. But in this case, since I am gonna take the eyelashes back off, I'm just like, I might as well just, use this, because then I can take it right back off. But it's strong enough where it'll hold on pretty good. Now, of course, as I was doing this, I got some of the glue in my eye, and it irritated the crap out of me. All like, my eye was watering. I was like, what the heck? Like, I hated that it did that. So yeah, that was pretty irritating, and it got some of my under my eye as well. So I did have to get some of it off and cover it and everything. So I ended up cover the little dark spots on there at the end. But yeah, that was pretty terrible. So after I was finished with my makeup, I ended up taking down the pin curls, and the hair looked really good. I absolutely loved the way how the curls came out. I was so worried about the hair being mixed with synthetic or something like that it would not hold the curls at all, but it came out really nice. But the only thing with straight wigs is that they do not hold the curls for very long. It's better to get a body wave wig, because body wave wigs actually hold the curls a little bit better. But either way, it still came out really good. I just wish that the curls last a little bit longer, because I mean, the hair came out really nice, y'all. I absolutely loved it, especially when I started combing out the curls. The curls was coming out really nice. But like I said, it did not last that long. But if I could wear my hair like this, honestly, I would wear it every day like this, because for my first time to do my hair like in this type of style, it came out really nice. So yeah, it was cool. So now I'm just going to quickly show y'all the outfit and everything that I pretty much got together for my costume. So everything is pretty much from Shein except for the glasses and the lanyard and everything that I'm going to show y'all. But yeah, just a regular black blazer, and then I also got a skirt as well. Now the blazer and the skirt did not match pretty well, because the skirt was a little bit more on the grayer side than black, but it is what it is. And then I got a white collar shirt as well, just a regular short sleeve white collar shirt. And then these stockings I also got from Shein as well. They got like black dots on them, so they're a little bit more decorated, so you really can't see them that well until you wear them, but I ended up getting those as well. So then for my props, I ended up getting a kind of like an alien gun, and this is the only one that I felt like was closest to Men in Black, because the actual prototype was like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which I did not want to spend that much money. So I ended up getting that instead as my prop. And then I also got an earpiece as well from Amazon, and the earpiece, that one came separately because I had to order that on a separate order, because the kit that actually came with the Men in Black props, such as like the earpiece, the glasses, the little tag that comes with it, would not come on time, so I had to get it separately. But yeah, I mean, really easy. Just attach it to your ear, attach it to your collar. I had to make sure that I put it on right so that way you can see the piece. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I felt like I was actually an agent. Another thing that I ended up ordering from Amazon was a tie, and I was gonna wear that as part of my Men in Black costume, but I'm like, if I was a woman working for Men in Black, I don't think I would want to wear a tie. I would think I would be more on the feminine level, a little different. I would dress more feminine, so I felt like the tie was just a little too much, and plus, like, it was kind of choking me a little bit, like, because it comes like a stretchy band, so instead of you having to, you know, do the whole tie thing, you can just attach it right onto your neck. I just felt like it was too tight and too constricting anyway. So I ended up just taking it off afterwards, because I'm like, man, like, I'm not gonna wear it as part of my outfit. Plus, I was sweating so hard because, like, I was getting hot, y'all, and I'm like, okay, I cannot wear this tie because, like, I mean, my nose started sweating, my makeup started, I mean, my makeup stayed on good, but I was just like, I gotta take this off. So then I went ahead and put on my Men in Black tag. Now, I know you're supposed to have like some type of picture on there, like of your face on the tag, but I didn't really feel like printing a picture of my face separately for that, because I'm really not that too committed to the outfit, because I'm going to end up taking it back off anyways. But yes, I just went ahead and attached it to my collar, and that was pretty much it. So again, I did end up taking the tie off because I was just like over it at this point. I'm like, no, get this off, get it off. And then these are the sunglasses that I also got from Amazon as well. So this is pretty much how the whole outfit looks. Now you can't see my stockings and my heels, so I'm actually going to show y'all later on in the video once I show y'all the whole setup that I did for my video, because I did post my video on TikTok and on here on YouTube as well. So if you want to check out my reel, go right ahead. But otherwise than that, this is pretty much my setup here. So I had to do like a white background for pretty much my video, and I got this separate stand. It's like a tea stand, and then I got some white background fabric that I just put right over it to give it a more white looking background. And I also got a separate lens as well, which is called a fish eye lens. So I wanted to kind of do like a 90s kind of throwback type of music video type of deal. So that was pretty much my plan. So after setting up the whole thing, this is pretty much how I end up looking. So if y'all want to check out the video, the full video is going to be on TikTok, and also I have posted the reel here on my channel as well. So if you want to check it out, and not reel, but shorts. They call them shorts here on YouTube for the right terminology. So, but yeah, if y'all want to check it out, go right ahead. I had lots of fun, and I did work a little hard on this video. So if you do want to check it out, just the one time, I will definitely appreciate it. But otherwise than that, I hope y'all had a good Halloween, y'all. I had such a fun Halloween. It was so fun making this video. And if you an adult trick-or-treating, who cares? Like, what kind of candy do you like? I like I mean, I really don't eat much American chocolate here anymore because it kind of tastes like wax to me. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm more into like the European chocolates. But what's your favorite type of candy? What's your favorite type of chocolate? You know, what you end up doing for Halloween? Do you go to a party? What's up? But anyways, hope y'all have a good one. Stay safe, y'all. Thanks for watching this video if you did, and I'll see y'all next time on my next one. Deuces.